Precambrian Eon. Precambrian name is given for the first super eon of Earth's history. This time lasted from the first formation of the planet, that is about 4.6 billion years ago, to the geologically sudden diversification of multicellular life, known as the Cambrian explosion, that is about 542 million years ago. The Precambrian consisted of three eons, that is, the Hadean, the Archean, and the Proterozoic eon. So let's see all of them one by one. So let's move towards Hadean Eon. Hadean Eon, which is the first division of the Precambrian Eon, this time occurred from the accretion of dust and gases and collisions of larger planets about 4.6 billion years ago, to the stabilization of its core and crust and development of its atmosphere and oceans, that is about 4 billion years ago. During this time, the solar system was forming within dust cloud and gas known as nebula, which spawned asteroids, comets, moons, and planets. There is a theory that about 4.52 billion years ago, the proto-Earth collided with the Mars-sized planet named Theia. After this collision, pieces of Earth's surface coalesced to form Earth's moon. The lighter elements floating on the Earth's surface began to form a scum. The study of lunar formations showed that the Earth or Moon system continued to bombarded by asteroid collisions throughout the Hadean Eon. Now, let's move to the Archean Eon. Archean Eon, which is the second division of the Precambrian Eon, this time occurred from the formation of Earth's crust, that is about 4 billion years ago, to the start of Proterozoic Eon, that is about 2.5 billion years ago. During this eon, the continental shale rock began to form. Small island land masses floated in the molten seas. At this time, Earth had acquired enough mass to hold a reducing atmosphere composed of methane, ammonia, and other gases. About 3.5 billion to 2.8 billion years ago, microfossils indicates that life began in the oceans. Probably, these microfossils began as chemoautotrophs, anaerobic bacteria able to obtain carbon from carbon dioxide. By the end of Archean, the ocean floor was covered in a living mat of bacterial life. Now, let's move towards Proterozoic. This time occurred from 2.5 billion years ago to 541 million years ago. This eon is subdivided into three eras, that are Paleoproterozoic era, that is about 2.5 billion years ago to 1.6 billion years ago. The Mesoproterozoic era, that is about 1.6 billion years ago to 1 billion years ago, and the Neoproterozoic era, that is about 1 billion years ago to 542 million years ago. We will cover these eras in another video. This eon is also called Cryptozoic eon, that is age of hidden life. During this eon, enough shale rock had formed to start geological processes such as plate tectonics. As time went, the components formed by prokaryotic organisms became the chloroplast and mitochondria of first eukaryotic cells. These early microfossil cells are called acritarchs. About 1.2 billion years ago, Rodinia was formed due to collision of shale rock forced by plate tectonics. Rodinia's coastal waters were filled with rounded colonies of algae known as stromatolites. Now it is understood that there were many complex multicellular animals capable of living in the higher oxygen. The relative abundance of Cambrian fossils represents an increase in animals with calcified body parts, which were easily fossilized. So that is it for this video guys, hope you will like it. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe this video.